anyways, you didn't watch the game, and I really said it before the game. I was like, this could be a blowout. Like, I could see this being a blowout. At first, it wasn't. Aaron Gordon with a grade 2 MCL. Like, they were talking before that, like, first of all, they ruled him out for a month yesterday, and all of a sudden, he's good to play now. So that just shows you that, like, he kind of forced himself in because they didn't want him to play. They said it was going to take several weeks to a month to come back, and he ended up playing. And you actually mentioned, kind of all over the place, but you kind of mentioned to me that his brother died or something in a car accident like last year, which I don't really know. I don't think that really...
It was last year after the playoffs. He got a phone call that his brother had crashed in a car crash and died. And he left behind his wife and 2 kids, so... He just kind of took over and being the father role for his, which would be his nephew. So, yeah.
So he actually had 11 rebounds in this game. So still able to, and you could tell he was playing very smartly. Not like even when he was trying to run, he wasn't sprinting because he was in a lot of pain. Most guys are out for a couple weeks to a month with an MCL or not MCL, but with a hamstring grade 2, right? So, a lot of respect to him. I mean, even if he was there, healthy, 100% healthy, I think the Thunder are just a better team. Like, they have the MVP. There's 8, 9, 10 guys deep. They're super young and athletic and fast, and they showed that in this series. I didn't get to watch a ton of the series, but Jokic, you can only do so much. I mean, like, I don't know. I just blanked on his name. What's his name?
Aaron Gordon.
The other one.
Jamal Murray.
The other
Jokic,
one. Jamal Murray. Yeah, Jamal. Is Jamal?
Yeah.
I just completely blanked on his first name. What's like? Is he past his prime? Because for a guy that should be the second best player on that team, should be scoring 25 points a game. Like, I mean, he didn't look like that in this series. I know he was dealing with like a flu or something, but
he was.
And then them firing their head coach. Like this team has a lot of decisions to make. Obviously, you got to keep Murray and you got to keep Jokic. They got to get more depth, right? Like they got to get deeper. They got to get more role players, right?
Yeah.
What do you think they got to do? Because this is the second year in a row that they've lost in the second round.
Work around the edges. They probably should switch out MPJ.
Really?
Or
he's a great player.
Or maybe Aaron Gordon. Somebody's gonna have to go, so they can get somebody else. But I don't know. I'd rather get rid of MPJ. I feel like Aaron Gordon's clutch. MPJ, he's a great player. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying that maybe they could get a different kind of player. Maybe I don't know, maybe they could reach out to the Celtics and do something there, get like a Drew Holiday type of guy for the defensive side, become more of a defensive team. Or maybe, I don't know, something else.
I wouldn't be a bad move, but...
Or maybe to the Sixers. I know the Sixers need some help over there too. Maybe they could switch some things around. Maybe like Aaron Gordon goes and somebody comes. You know what I mean?
I think they would definitely rather get rid of MPJ over Gordon. I think Gordon's been better over the last few years than MPJ, you know?
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
they got to build, like, other than those four players, right? Other than Jokic, Murray, MPJ, and Gordon, like, they didn't have a fifth guy. Brown. Like, they've never had a backup center. Like, DeAndre Jordan is their backup center, but he never plays, right?
Why is he
so, like, they got to figure out that. They got to figure out... Excuse me, I'm talking. Luca.
He's, like, obsessed with me. He's, like, just...
Luca, go lay down. Go to your kennel.
Be nice. It's okay, man.
So, like, you think possibly moving away from MPJ, possibly moving away from Gordon, like, I mean... They're gonna have to do something, right? Because Murray is taking a decline. Like Jokic, when you have the best player in the world, arguably, like you can't like settle for a second round egg. Like you got to compete for championships while he's still in his prime. You know.
You know, it actually would be nice for them if they got like Derek White. That would be nice because Derek
Dude.
White is actually a really good scorer. Like,
If
he can
the
score.
Celtics are dumb enough to get rid of him,
But obviously they would just send stuff over to
like if you're this, let's talk about the Celtics too, because they have a lot of decisions to make too, because they're out, right? They're out, they're done. Even if Tatum, you said even if Tatum was healthy, they would still lost that series,
I think so.
which I think there's a good argument to be made about that. But are they gonna like? I've been watching podcasts, listening around, and like, because they're not gonna go completely into rebuild mode, because Tatum's not gonna be there next year. They're gonna play a full season without him probably. You can't go full into rebuild mode because you still got great players,
Yeah.
but you kind of have to retool and get a little younger, right? Like I think Al Horford has to go.
Yeah.
I think
You think he's even going to continue playing?
he's only like 35, 34.
Really? He seems older.
He seems older. His the balding up top doesn't help either, but I think he has to go. He has no bounce. And you think Derek White's their third best player on that team. I think that'd be stupid to get rid of him.
They got to get rid of somebody, though.
Wouldn't you rather get rid of
They got
KP
question
and Drew
marks
Holiday?
with Kristaps Porzingis, but who's going to want him? Because nobody knows what this mysterious illness is.
Someone will want him.
No one's going to want to deal with that unless you're a rebuild team. So I don't think the Denver Nuggets would take Kristaps Porzingis.
I think they would.
You think the Denver,
As a backup center?
I wouldn't. Just because you don't know like when he'll come back.
What is the illness?
They don't know yet.
Let's play a game. It's called Guess the Illness. Like let's make up some shit. Like what do you think the illness is?
Cancer? I don't know.
Cancer, damn. I wasn't gonna go that rough.
What do you mean, guess the illness? That doesn't sound right.
Like imagine it's like a mole growing on his bottom of his foot that like is affecting his breathing, and it's like growing hair and
What the
like
fuck?
it's somehow.
No.
Look, I like to play in this fictional world and like try to be funny, and like you don't gotta be so cancer.
Cool.
They wouldn't call it would they call that an illness?
He probably has like Lyme disease or something.
Lyme disease.
Yeah. You don't know what that is?
I just had Lyme.
No.
What's Lyme disease?
No.
Anyways, so like out of those two teams, the Celtics and the Nuggets, like who do you think is gonna make more moves in the offseason?
Depends who wants to make a bigger
The Nuggets
impact.
need to make a move
I feel like the Nuggets should be making...
because they can win a championship next year. I don't think the Celtics can.
I think they could. They're very close, and I think also they gotta think about their star on the team. That's Nikola Jokic, and if you know what I mean, like you have a certain window. You know, he's not always gonna play great. He's not always gonna be in the league. He's getting up there in age. You can't make the playoffs every year. So if you miss the playoffs next year by some crazy chance, which I don't think they will, especially if they make really good moves. Depth moves and maybe like just getting somebody who can score well other than just what the fuck was that? Other than Jokic.
I think we're good.
Why did it make this
know.
sound?
I think we just got hacked. They're watching us right now. They said, nah.
Other than Jokic, they need somebody who can score.
So like someone that comes off the bench, or are you thinking like a star, like a Bradley Beal, Devin Booker,
Yeah,
like
something like that, like a guard type of player. Whether it's either, I don't think they're gonna replace Jamal Murray just because he's like they won a championship there.
Yeah.
They know his potential. I think he's a great player. I think he's underrated. I think he was just not playing his full potential, but I think he needs somebody by his side, whether it's a small forward or like a shooting guard that he can also rely on and help.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think they need to make like the Celtics could. They're probably still gonna be a playoff team next year without Tatum.
Or they just go a different route and instead of changing their starting lineup, they keep their starting lineup and get them 100% healthy for next year, right?
It's not good enough.
And then What do you mean? You don't think it's good enough? You don't think
It's
if
a good
all of
enough
them
starting.
were
It's a good enough
healthy?
starting lineup, but you need a bench in the playoffs. You
Well,
need
you
a,
didn't even listen to what I was gonna say. Nobody said nothing about the bench. I was just about to say they just focus on their bench and getting depth players. See, if you would have let me finish. Wow, huh?
but you were just talking about they need another scorer next to Murray. Wouldn't he be on the starting
I
lineup?
just said, or they go a
Oh,
different route. See, you don't listen. You don't
it
listen.
seems like MPJ is always hurt.
That's what I'm saying. Get rid of that. Nigga.
But like, wouldn't you say that this was a successful season though overall? Like you, and maybe not success, but you did fire your coach and your GM in the middle of the season, and
That
to
was
go this
weird,
far,
too.
and you took the Thunder, who were like the favorites to win it all behind the Boston Celtics. You took them to game seven game series, and gave them a big fight. I think that was a successful playoff run.
That was weird too. I don't know why they fired their coach. I think that was too much.
I was just looking out. I was just looked it up because I was thinking. I was like, why? Why did they fire their coach? I was looking and doing some research, because I'm an NBA insider. I like to learn, but I guess he didn't get along with the GM, or no, he didn't get along with ownership because the GM and the coach got fired at the same time. And Malone, his coaching style wasn't like the superstars weren't really, they didn't like it. This coaching style, he's a big yeller.
Oh.
And their defense was
But
lacking.
didn't they win a championship with him?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they can't change. Like the coaching style, maybe he got worse. Maybe he started yelling more. Maybe he started was just a dick, in the locker room. You never know. Shit happens behind the scenes,
Yeah.
But and I was honestly, I was kind of rooting for the Celtics, or no, for the Thunder, because I want to see a healthy Thunder versus the Timberwolves instead of broken down, hurt Nuggets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Knicks, and then the Knicks beat the Celtics. That series was that was probably the crazy. I mean, that was the one that we watched the most. And then they just kept coming back from 20 down, winning game 1. Came back from 20 plus, winning game 2. Mikal Bridges, clutch play after clutch play after clutch play. They have some of the clutchest players, man. They have some of the clutchest players. Let's just go ahead and skip to the conference finals. We got the 4 best teams right now.
Yeah.
A lot of upsets happened. I don't think most people expected a Knicks Pacers Eastern Conference Finals rematch from last year. There's a lot of history. They've been a rivalry since the 90s and the 80s. I feel my immediate reaction says Knicks. I think they have more offensive superpower. And honestly, both these teams are pretty clutch. They're both pretty clutch. I think it's an evenly matched team. They're both young. The Knicks try to play a slow game. They try to slow the game down, play good defense, play in the half court on offense. And Pacers are the opposite. They like to speed it up and play fast. So that's going to be interesting. I think Nembhard will most likely guard Brunson. And then OG Anunoby will probably guard Halliburton on the other end. That'll be interesting to see. Halliburton is not one of those players on offense that dribbles the ball 20 times. He moves a lot. He's like Curry, he moves a lot, gets the ball. Their whole offense is all about passing the ball. They don't take a lot of threes. But I think I feel like going 7 games.
Yeah, probably.
And I feel like going 7. I just feel like it's that evenly matched. They both have deep benches. I don't know who will guard Cat. Pascal probably, but he's a little small to be guarding Cat. What is your immediate reaction? Because
Probably Toppin.
he's coming off the bench.
So who's your starting center?
Miles Turner.
So then Miles Turner.
Yeah, probably, most likely.
My immediate reaction is
What's your prediction? Well, you don't really like either one of these teams. You're kind of rooting for the Knicks and the Pacers in the Boston Celtics series, right?
yeah, just because Boston's kind of getting annoying, but Knicks Pacers. I like Halliburton a lot. I think it's evenly matched. I think it will go 7 games. It could go either way. But I think Knicks will. I think Knicks will get it.
You think Knicks will get it?
Yeah.
Want to put money on it?
You
Nah, because I think Knicks are winning too.
Yeah, I think Knicks will get that.
Can I get your like analysis on like?
I think. Like, what do you mean analysis?
Like analysis.
What does that mean?
I don't know. So so you got the Knicks winning. Western Conference, you got the Timberwolves, you got the what's the other team?
Oklahoma City.
Yeah. What is your immediate reaction, immediate prediction?
Now that I've seen Oklahoma City play recently,
You were asleep the whole time. What do you mean?
like, well, I've seen them play before this though.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of like weird. Like they get in moments. Like one moment they're hot, one moment they're cold. The thing is though that some of their players need to like step up more so that they can play better as a complete team. Like Shea can't do everything. Like they need everybody to like, which Hartenstein has been playing pretty good, but I think like if like Chet and Williams can step up, I think they will. It could be a really tough matchup. I'm not saying they gonna win because I don't know, but Timberwolves, man, I want Timberwolves to win so bad.
You can kind of say that like the Timberwolves haven't really been tested to this point. Like they played the Lakers.
Bum-ass Lakers.
Hang on,
They played bum-ass Golden State.
Damn, I wouldn't say bum ass, but
But it was bum-ass because Steph Curry wasn't
why are they
even
bum
playing.
ass?
Steph Curry wasn't even
Okay,
playing.
Lakers. Why are they bum ass?
Because they suck. They need a more
What?
complete
3
team.
seed with LeBron and Luka?
And yet they lost.
But you would agree though they haven't really been tested. Like they're going to be tested against the Thunder.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting because they're kind of I feel like their gameplay is kind of similar. Like they're both very defensive like
Oh yeah.
teams. So like defense is going to be insane. Anthony Edwards is going to be like trash talking, especially to Shea, cuz Shea is like he's not an emotional guy on the court. Like he doesn't like do anything. Like he doesn't like he's always like serious. He doesn't trash talk. He doesn't celebrate. He has no sellies. Like he just goes out there and does the work.
Doesn't it surprise you a little that there was no like shit talking between him and Draymond in the second against like I feel like you would think that would be a big like shit talking series, but I think as Draymond, if he would have gotten like one more tech or 2 more techs, he would have been suspended. So I think he was like on his best behavior. You know.
Yeah.
They put him in timeout. They said, "Bro, we need you right now. Curry's out." I feel bad, man. I wanted to see that series when Curry was healthy. I wonder if it would have been any different.
Yeah.
I think the Timberwolves still are better, but definitely would have been a better series, you know?
It just was weird because also like Jimmy felt like Jimmy was non-existent. Like I kept forgetting Jimmy Butler was on the team.
I guess he was coming back from an injury or something. I think he got hurt in the first round.
It just sucks. I hate seeing injuries like right when the playoffs start. So lame, but it's part of life, I guess.
Yeah, so
But yeah,
I agree though. Like this is gonna be a low-scoring defensive series.
I don't think it's gonna be that low scoring. I just think it's gonna be like defense is like they're gonna be clamping up. Like I wouldn't be surprised if like either one of these teams starts like full court pressing like from the beginning of the game, kind of like a college style game, and just like hard defense, like fucking Rudy Gobert and Hartenstein are gonna be fucking fighting in the paint because Rudy is tall and I mean he's kind of muscular, but I feel like Hartenstein is just like meaty. Like he's just like boom.
And both of the teams are pretty big. Like the Thunder played 2 bigs, but the Timberwolves are big enough. Like with Randall and Rudy, they can match up pretty good. I want to see.
Oh wait, I think isn't Shea's cousin on the Timberwolves too?
He doesn't really play though. But
I think his cousin might guard him probably.
No, they're gonna have McDaniels.
You don't think so?
That's gonna be a crazy matchup.
Yeah.
McDaniels, but Shea's gonna get his 30. You know.
McDaniels is really good though. McDaniels kind of looks like his cousin too.
He's probably like the top 3 defender in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Him, Anunoby, OG Anunoby. Is that his name? Anunoby.
Mm-hmm.
And third one. Cat is the third best.
I don't know.
What?
You're like looking at me weird. What?
Whenever I look at you, that means I don't have the answer. I'm looking for the answer. I'm looking for that assist. I'm giving you that assisted pass. You know.
Drew Holiday?
But he's not in the playoffs anymore. I said left in the playoffs.
Oh, the other guy from the Pacers. What's his name? Not Shepard.
Shepherd. They got an Australian Shepherd on their team.
Nemhart.
They got weird names, the Pacers. Nemhart. They got a guy named Mathurin.
Is it that one? Yes or no?
I think so.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think. What's that other big man they got? The one that can shoot.
Who?
Miles Reed. Or is it Nas? Nas Reed. Yeah, he's good too. I don't know. I don't. This is gonna be the greatest matchup.
You're looking forward to this series more than the Knicks Pacers?
Yeah, for some reason, I feel like this is more. I wouldn't say more evenly matched. I feel like Knicks Pacers is evenly matched, but I think Knicks have a slight like better just because of their roster. Like if you look at both rosters, and you're the coach, and they're say choose one to take to a championship, you're gonna pick the Knicks.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like. They got good players coming off the bench,
Dude.
And they got the good starting five. So Mitchell Robinson is gonna be going crazy with the rebounds, like.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward more to the Timberwolves one. So.
Look good.
What are you doing?
I think that Knicks Pacers series is gonna be more offensive. I think that I could be wrong, but I think the Timberwolves series against the Thunder is gonna be more defensive based. But I just lost my whole train of thought.
Not too much, because like SGA is like one of the most like he's a really big flopper.
Not really. The game that I watched today, he didn't flop at all.
Yeah, he's a really big flopper.
Like, are you saying like
the game that they played before, Game 6, like Jamal Murray was like just standing there, and he flopped, and Jamal Murray mocked him. He was like. It was the funniest thing ever, but like if you look back, like there was no foul. Like he literally just flopped in the air and it got the call. I think it's just so easy for him because he's so skinny. Like he looks so fragile, and they just know how to sell it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I love both the series. I don't think that there's gonna be no sweeps. There's been no sweeps in the entire playoffs. Now that I think about it, no, there has. The Thunder swept the Grizzlies in the first round. Anyways, I love both the series. I think I'm more looking for. I actually love both. I'm looking forward to both of them.
So who do you think is gonna win from both series? You said Knicks.
Knicks. Let me think, because
Knicks
are gonna have home court advantage. I think they have the better team. But that doesn't always mean that you're going to win the series, you know?
Yeah, that doesn't mean much.
Like, the Cavs had the better team, and they lost. So, that doesn't really mean much. Who's playing? Who would you say is playing better right now at this very moment? You'd probably say the Pacers. Correct? Like, right now, who's playing the best basketball?
But weren't the Knicks playing the Celtics? Even though, yes, Tatum was out for 1 game or 2 games. 1 or 2?
2.
Mostly like 1 because the other game before he left, he had scored like 50 points.
Yeah.
So it feels more like 1 game that he was actually completely out of the whole game.
Yeah.
So I'd say still the Knicks.
Really?
Because they played a better Boston Celtics team. Even if they don't have Tatum, I still think that team is really good. And they play really good defense. And
let me ask you this, like, you know, because the Knicks came back from down 20, right, in 2 games. I feel like if you go down 20 against the Pacers, you're not going to be able to come back against them. I feel like the Pacers, they don't settle down. Like, they're just going to keep their foot on the gas and just go to have 40-point leads.
Yeah.
So, like, the Knicks can't, like, if they get down to, like, down 20 in certain games, like, they're going to lose those games. And I think the Pacers would have the edge.
I just want to see a fucking Knicks Timberwolves series.
Wait, let me tell you my prediction. I wasn't done.
Well, too late. I want to see. I want to see Cat facing his old team.
Wait.
All the drama.
Let's get to our predictions first. Before we get to our finals prediction.
I already said my.
You already said Knicks
like
in 6.
10 times.
In 6?
Hurry up.
In 6?
No, hurry up. Say yours.
In 7?
Hurry up.
In 5?
Jaden,
This is a
hurry
podcast.
up.
Like, we can go on for hours and talk about this.
Oh my god. Hurry up. Come on.
I'm being for real. Like, do you have them in 6 or 7?
Well, who's going to make the finals on your side?
Andrea, do you have the Knicks beating the Pacers in 5, 6, or 7?
Jaden, who's going to the finals?
I don't know. I don't have my pick yet. I'm thinking about it. I want to know what you got.
I already told you. Timberwolves and the Knicks in the finals.
Knicks in what?
Oh.
Against the Pacers and how many games?
No. Oh, it's so hard because I like the Timberwolves, actually.
No. I'm saying, how many games do the Knicks take to beat the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals? How many games do they win it in?
Oh, I thought you meant for the final. I think that would go 7 games, yeah. Or either 6 or 7, something like that.
If I had put money on it, why do I take so long to make a pick?
Bro.
It's just a pick.
Just go, you're dragging it. Come on.
I'll go Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 7.
I have
what I said. See,
yeah, Knicks in
you
7.
should have just said what you said.
And then Western. Guys, today's been a weird day.
Okay,
Today's been a weird day. I
Timberwolves,
didn't think this podcast was even going to happen.
That's definitely going to go 7 games.
Definitely? I feel like it won't. I feel like you expect that, but I feel like one team is going to be better. Dude, who's going to win that fucking series?
No.
You really think Timberwolves are going to win?
Why wouldn't they?
The Thunder's defense is they just made Denver have like 20 turnovers in that game. That's how good their defense is.
Denver and the Timberwolves are not the same team.
True.
Just pure fact.
So you think it's going to be in 7? Timberwolves in 7?
I think Anthony Edwards wants his revenge tour. So I think give me Timberwolves in 7.
Fuck. You just think that Ant's going to be too much? Let me ask you this. If Ant doesn't...
Give me Timberwolves in 6.
Let me ask you this. If Ant has a bad game, do you think that they could still win? Because I feel like if Shea has a bad game, the Thunder still have enough around them to win. But I feel like if Ant has a bad game, are you going to rely on Randall or... what's his name? Randall? Like, who else? Are you going to trust him to win the game?
We're going to trust on the big man, Rudy.
No, that's the last guy you want to trust. It's the last guy you want to trust.
Bro, why you got to do that, bro? Let me talk. No, he's going to carry everyone on his back. For real. I think they'll be fine.
Answer my question, though.
I think they'll be fine. I don't think Anthony Edwards will have a bad game because who's going to defend him on the Thunder?
Probably...
He'll cook his ass. He cooked LeBron. Lou Dork is not going to do nothing. He's just going to be a little dork. Little dorky dork. Yeah, Lou Dort ain't going to do
I don't know if
shit.
it'll be Lou Dort. It might be Shea. Who knows? It might be Shea. Shea's a good defender.
Yeah, he'll cook him. Because Anthony Edwards got
Who's more
bounce,
Who's more
number
clutch?
one.
Like, who's the more
Number
clutch
2,
team?
Let me talk, bro. Anthony Edwards got more bounce, number 1. Number 2, Shea is bones. Bag of bones. That motherfucker's going to just speed boost past him, dunk on him. He going to back him up in the post. Spin around, midi. He's going to make it every time. I could see them. You know what I could see them actually doing? Doubling, doing a zone, a disguised zone defense, pretending to have one guy on him, and then as he comes into the paint, just have somebody double him.
Yeah.
So then he kicks the ball. He's forced to kick the ball out, and then they just spread back out. I could see something like that, them just kind of doubling him.
So, who's the X? Don't forget about DiVincenzo coming off the bench for the Timberwolves and Nas Reed.
That's right.
But the Thunder have. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know a lot of their names. Like they have like 4 guys that come off the bench that are like really good, like Wiggins, I think, and like a bunch of guys. But I agree. I want Timberwolves and Knicks for the storylines, and I think it'll be the most entertaining. But something is telling me that Thunder are just their defense is gonna be too much. Like they're gonna limit Ant Edwards to like 20 a game. Like he's not gonna have like crazy 40-point games. Like Thunder are just great defensively.
I will say it would be cool to watch these two teams face off because they're both like small like market franchises. So like their stadiums are always packed out. Like they look insane. The crowds are great for both teams. Specifically the Thunder, they have really good fan base and they always show out. It's like packed out. Everyone's wearing blue.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be really cool to watch.
I'm leaning. I want the Thunder to win. Or no, I want the Timberwolves to win, but I think the Thunder will win.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like that, it always works like that.
I'm just saying who I want to win. I don't really care about.
No, I care about the actual.
I want to see a Timberwolves Knicks final because of the storyline. I want to see the drama. I want to see the shit talking. I want to see Cat look at his old team. I want fucking Brunson and Mikal Bridges to look at DiVincenzo. I want
I forgot about that one too.
Yes. I want fucking Julius Randle to look at his old team too. Like it would be very interesting. Like a lot of drama. I feel like it would be very physical. I think it would be great.
I wonder what that feels like to play your old team because like they never really talk about it that much, but like
I will say, the two teams that have like the high chance, or to me the highest team that has the highest chance to win right now, in my opinion, is the Knicks. Is the Knicks. Everybody thinks.
What do you mean they have the highest chance?
Like I think they have in my leaderboard, like they have the best chance to win
Out of all 4 teams left.
Yeah. Everybody thinks it's the number 1 seed, the Thunder. It's never the number 1 seed. Like it's so rare. Like last year it was the Celtics. They were the number 1, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Or no, they were
number 1 seed.
Yeah, were they?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember if they were number 1. I feel like they weren't. Or they? I don't think they were. Like it's never who you think it is. Like it's always something else happens and like.
Yeah.
You know, something just goes wrong.
What's kind of crazy is like me and you were like the biggest Knicks haters, and then like kind of like I'm not a fan of them right now. I just like kind of learn. They kind of grew on me a little bit. You know, like they're not so bad. I just hate them when they're beating my Sixers. That's the way I hate them. You know. But and Brunson, I'm really proud of that little guy, man. He hasn't been flopping like at all, dude.
For real.
Like I'm like, damn, I taught him well, man. Like
he's gotta teach Embiid now.
Little man don't flop anymore.
He's gotta teach the big man how to not fucking flop and actually play.
So you
ball.
want Knicks and Timberwolves now? If that were to happen, first thoughts are the storylines, right? Like they made a huge trade in the offseason. Cat and Ant Edwards used to be like boys. Cat goes to the Knicks for DiVincenzo and Randall. And now Randall's been great this year in this playoffs. But first thoughts, like the storylines, and then like now we look into like the deep part, right? Like matchups, like who has the better matchups. I mean, what do you think?
Well, first off, probably Josh Hart would take Anthony Edwards, maybe, or
probably an OG.
OG
is their best defender.
Would take.
You want your best
Anthony?
defender. Yeah.
So then that would leave
Josh Hart on McDaniels probably.
And who would guard Randall?
It would probably be.
It wouldn't be.
Probably Mikal. But he's kind of small.
I don't think so. I don't think they would do that.
Oh, they would.
I think they would put Josh Hart on
what would they do?
Edwards.
They throw a curveball and put Josh on Rudy. Because the thing about Rudy is he's extremely tall, right? But he's not strong. Like, you notice how in the game we just watched how Caruso was guarding like Jokic, like because Caruso's strong, but that's like with Rudy, you can put a small guy that's strong on him and just body him up. And Rudy can't shoot. He's only there for rebounds.
Nervous under pressure, and they don't know what to do because they're not good dribblers. They're not good passers. Like all they can do is like if they're close enough to the rim, just try to get it up there.
Or I doubt they would do this, but put Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup. That's going to be interesting to see because Mitchell Robinson and Rudy Gobert are like the same side. Like they're two of the best rebounders in the game, both of them. Like
Yeah.
Mitchell, I watch him, dude.
He's great.
He's like the fucking best rebounder. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I'll just watch him and see what he does, and he just like knows where the ball's gonna bounce. You know, like he goes to the right spot, and then like he just like is
You know
how
that
he
that
hustles
is a
for every
whole
ball.
study?
You know.
When I was watching this show, it's like a whole study like that centers do to study where the ball, like it's physics because like if you have the ball coming in from this direction, the chances of it bouncing this way and this way are like higher.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? So they teach you where to stand and like it's about learning all those things. Obviously, some people take it more serious than others, and you can tell. So
Yeah.
I mean,
It's one of those
it'll be
things where it's like the
interesting.
casual fan like doesn't even think about it. They don't look at it, but like if you don't have a good rebounding center, like you're gonna lose like almost every game. Like we coached a basketball team, and like there was times when like we just couldn't get a damn rebound. It's like you're not gonna be able to score enough points when you can't get enough rebounds. You know.
So I mean, either way though, out of all these four like probabilities of like championship games are going to be interesting. So if it's Timberwolves Pacers, Timberwolves Knicks, Knicks OKC Pacers, whatever it is, whatever variation it turns out to be, it's going to be interesting.
I will say this: the Timberwolves are probably the most battle tested. Like they're the ones that have been here and like they've been to the Western Conference Finals before. Like they're not gonna shy away from the moment. Like the Thunder, this
Right.
is their first time being this far as a team.
I kind of noticed
You
some like
know?
moments of them like kind of like choking a little bit.
Like the Timberwolves aren't gonna be scared of the moment. Edwards, he does not give me the vibe that he's gonna be scared of any
oh
moment.
no, no, for sure.
He's like
and
Kobe.
He's clutch.
He's clutch.
He's clutch as fuck. Like, right when you think, oh, fuck, he's doing a step back three. No way he makes that. It's, like, deep as hell. And he fucking makes it.
So
And
this
you're
is-
just like, what the hell?
Yeah. And then he does some dance. But this is the Thunder's first time in the Western Conference Finals in 9 years since the KD era with Russ and Harden. For the Knicks, this is their first time since 1999, so over
Damn.
20 years. So like these teams, they haven't been here this far, so it'd be interesting to see like, are they ready for the moment or not? You know, who like deserves it the most to win a championship?
I
Who
think-
would you feel like good for if they? I feel like who's gone through the most shit. You know, it's hard
I
to
feel
say.
like
They all
for
kind of.
me- For me, it'd be between, like, I don't really feel nothing for OKC.
I don't have
honestly.
any emotional ties.
Yeah,
to them.
like, I don't have anything like that. I'm like, damn, like, I really want them to win for this guy or something.
The only guy I can think of is Mike Conley for the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
He's like always like they always award him like one of the best teammates, and like he's pretty old and he's been around forever.
For
He's
me,
just like a
it's
nice
also,
guy,
like,
you know.
the Timberwolves like G League is here in Iowa, so like I have that connection. You know what I mean? We went to go see them with the
Oh, we did
Sixers
see
when
them,
they
yeah.
came here. Like it was cool. Like they're all like cool to see and like I don't know. It's fun to watch them.
Yeah.
I really like the Timberwolves. Now for the Pacers, it'd be Halliburton because
Yeah.
he went to Iowa State. You know what I mean? That's a big tie. And Caitlin Clark will probably be at some of the games.
Yeah.
That'll be very interesting to see. Maybe I don't know if she's playing right now, but anyways, for the Knicks, like you said before, we were kind of Knicks haters just because of the Sixers Knicks kind of rivalry kind of thing. But now that the Sixers aren't even in the playoffs, I don't know. I don't really mind them.
So you have the Knicks winning it all.
I don't really. I didn't say that.
You said that they have the best chance out of all 4 teams to win it all.
Oh yeah,
But are they your prediction to win it
No.
if they go against the Timberwolves?
no.
You think the Timberwolves
I
will win
want
that?
Timberwolves to win. I'm going on who I want to win, okay? I'm not going off your fucking stats and according to the stats. No. This is just purely of
Dude.
who I want to win and who I want to see holding up that fucking trophy. And I want to see Anthony Edwards
He's so fucking
with his
entertaining,
fucking
bro.
tilted hat and holding the trophy. Shit talking, going like shit like this. Or I don't know. You know how he is. Like,
Bro, I feel like he's the complete opposite of Jason Tatum. I feel like he would have the most like if he won a champion, like his pictures would be like aura, you know, like
yes, he
just
has
fucking-
the aura.
like he's
See, like-
he's like the most entertaining player, like, and it just makes you think like if they end up facing the Knicks, like I would love to see him shit talk Cat.
Okay, like
Cat.
Like, hold on. Okay, like out of all these players, okay, all these teams, OKC, you could argue that SGA has like aura, right? Anthony Edwards.
I don't think he has aura.
A lot of people say he does. Like outside,
I don't see it.
Outside of basketball, he dresses like hella fly, and like he's like really chill, like nonchalant kind of guy.
Yeah.
But like other than him, like Halliburton, no sir, he does not have aura. He's cringy,
dude.
Fucking Jalen Brunson, no, fuck no. I think Anthony Edwards out of all these teams is the one who has the most aura.
I think he does, yeah. It's funny. It's funny because like I'll be on like reels and shit, and like there's like a compilation of like SGA's top 5 aura moments, and then I keep going, and there's a compilation of Karl Anthony Towns' top 5 zesty moments. Oh, I see that. Dude, he is zesty, bro. Funny. Sometimes he'll say something and it sounds so zesty, dude.
There was one where he was like on a podcast or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, what did he say?
Oh, hell no. Like, he just, his voice gets like,
oh, hell no. Yeah. Something like that. It was so funny.
But
like, everything.
Just some like, I just.
Oh my God. Have you seen the complication of when he like yells for like fouls?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He's like, ah! It's like the funniest thing ever, dude, bro. It's so cringe.
I just watched the Knicks games. I look at him sometimes. I just start cracking up because like,
bro, yeah.
And also like,
he's like a diva.
Every single time he shoots the ball, and it, like if he misses, and he just looks straight at the ref and is like he just like he makes the craziest fucking face, and like just starts complaining. Like as he's running back on defense, he's like.
He'd be like my brother's teammates, like on baseball. Like if they strike out, like they cry and pout, and like they yell at the red or at the blue, like what? That one pitch was a ball. Can't do that. Like
he constantly looks like he needs like energy. Like he needs like his energy bar rejuvenated. You know.
He's just cringy sometimes. Like he just looks like he's like a child in a big body.
I'm just imagining like if the Timberwolves win the chip and like. Anthony Edwards wins, like if he wins the Finals MVP.
Timberwolves like win the chip, we gotta go to Minnesota.
Like what would his speech be?
Who?
Ant.
He'd be like.
No, I'm just saying like it would be like
hold on. He'd
entertaining,
like,
you know.
I'd like to thank absolutely fucking nobody.
No, he's not Jason Tatum. He doesn't copy. He would have something unique.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum is the copycat guy, but Ant would just have something unique and something that like he's just funny, man. He's just I want to see him win. I want to see Mike Conley win.
I feel like he would make a joke first, and then he would be like, "No, for real, like."
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone. Shout out to like the fans. You know, they always gotta thank the fans and.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, what I like about these last 4 teams is none of these teams are dealing with a lot of injuries. Like everyone's basically fully healthy. And I love that. I don't want to see like how last year there was like 3 teams. Like the Knicks had 4 starters out.
Yeah, that's
like I want to see everyone at full strength because then it's like the best against the best, you know?
Exactly.
So we don't have to deal with like anyone really being injured.
I will say though, if New York wins, New York will be going crazy, bro. I've been seeing these videos on TikTok.
Oh my God.
You're gonna have to call the National Guard because they're climbing light poles and like they were like, how did that guy get up there? He's like on top of a movie monitor thing.
The New York, they deserve a champion, dude. I will say that. I don't know about the team, but like the city of New York, the last time that they've had a champion is probably like the New York Giants or something in the fucking 2011.
Oh yeah,
against the Patriots.
The Yankees haven't won.
Dude, it's been a while, dude, and they have a passionate fucking fan base. I'll say that. They might be a little rough and assholes sometimes, but yeah, there's like compilations of like every game they all crowd the streets of Times Square and watch the games, and it's like I seen a video of them. They literally jumped a fucking Pacers fan with a Halliburton jersey.
Yeah, that's
on.
crazy. That's
like they had a fucking trash bag of shit and like slapped him in the head with it.
Oh, that's
and he didn't even have friends with him. He was alone. I don't know what he was doing. Like that's a death wish.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a death sentence, bro.
Why would you
why are you doing that?
He probably like was talking shit. Didn't think anything was gonna happen.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
And then they actually started like.
Limit. Like, why would you even think about going to fucking middle of New York right when they win? Like, you're actually nuts. And the Pacers,
you're just asking for trouble, you know?
Like, you're asking for trouble. If, like, you know they're going to be talking shit when they win, and it's just gonna go sideways because people get butthurt and like they're gonna start talking shit, gonna try to say shit back, and then one shit elevates to another thing. You know, they start talking about personal stuff, and then that's when shit gets personal and shit goes sideways. But
when it comes to the game of basketball, I do like a little bit of shit talking in games. I feel like some
Dude.
a little bit is good. You know, it adds to the cinema. You know.
You know what this is reminding me of? Like when I used to be like in. This is like high school, middle school, when I was kind of like getting into basketball phase. This is when like LeBron was playing with Miami. Like I remember like Miami's crowd was like white out, just white out. Like the stadiums were insane. Like the vibe was sick.
Oh,
like,
a playoff basketball game is like night and day versus a regular season game.
Yeah, but there's some like games that I've seen in the playoffs that are just not the same. Like, this is, like, going to be good. Like,
you have four great fan bases.
You see Golden State Warriors, like, they play at home, bro. It's crazy crowd. Miami, Thunder.
That Thunder crowd that we just seen, though, like...
Bro, that should look like a soccer game. If you guys know about soccer and, like, you ever seen, like, club soccer in, like, England or Germany or shit, like, it's packed out stadium. People are, like, shirtless with, like, drawings and shit, like flags everywhere. Everyone's wearing the same color, chanting. Like that's what it was like. It was loud, flags everywhere. Like it looks so.
Soccer
sick.
Still has the craziest fans, but a Game 7 NBA playoff game is like that's hard to beat.
Yeah.
But the announcer said it after that game because they put the blue shirts on the chairs, but you don't have to wear it. But like he was like shout out to all the fans because everyone put the shirt on. That's the whole point. Is you want to be a sea of blue. You don't want it to be like, oh, there's some blue over here,
I
like
still
patchy,
think
you know.
Baseball playoffs are better. I'm sorry, but nothing will compare to the fucking time when we played the fucking Dodgers.
Hey, get down.
Padres, Dodgers. Like both the fan bases are great, packed out stadiums.
Yeah.
That's just intense. When we played the Phillies, Philly Stadium was packed out. Our stadium was packed out.
Don't you like even when you're not like a fan, like you're watching a game and you feel the energy from the crowd and it like you feel it.
Yeah, like it gives you goosebumps.
Like that's what I love about sports is like I watch so many games like that's not my team and it's just like I feel the energy in it, like it gets me hyped, you know.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like I'm kind of there in a way, you know.
Like football, you watch an Eagles game in the playoffs, like insane. Bills game, insane. Chiefs game, insane. Like.
But that's what makes a crowd great is having that energy, and yeah. I mean, it's hard to say who has the best.
Let's name the top 3 crowds for each sport. The top sports: so basketball, baseball, and football. Let's start with basketball since it's in the top 3 best fan bases.
Thunder.
In your opinion.
Knicks. See, I'm just saying teams that are still in it, but there's also teams that aren't in it.
Yeah. Miami has good. Timberwolves.
No, it's 3.
Celtics.
Oh, you're just trying to help me out?
Yeah, I'm just naming a few.
Well, definitely Knicks and definitely Thunder.
Bucks, maybe.
I'm leaning Warriors almost.
Oh yeah, Warriors.
But let me think. That's not a final decision yet.
Cavaliers.
No. It might be. Yeah, it might be those 3. I mean, what would you say?
I'd say OKC. I'd say low-key Pacers have a good crowd too. I'm going to say OKC, Miami, and Golden State.
Those are good ones.
Those are my favorite. Miami is a big favorite of mine because of the whiteout. I love the whiteout. I think that looks so cool. Anyways, and then for football,
Chiefs. I would say... I haven't really been thinking about football lately, but I'm trying to think. For some reason, Bills is coming up in my head, like right away. Fan bases, and then you could say Packers, right? I mean, you could say Packers are up there.
Go Pack, go.
Eagles is up there. Yeah. What would you say?
I'd say Eagles, number 1. I'd say Chiefs because I've been to a few Chiefs games and they do get pretty fun. Even it was regular season too.
Yeah.
Bengals are kind of up
there.
Crowd too. Lions, Cowboys.
Oh, you just named 5.
No, I'm just thinking of some. My third one, I'm gonna go with something is just telling me Bills. I don't know. Eagles, Bills, and
Bills
Chiefs.
is up there.
Yeah,
Bills is up there.
They're just crazy. They're fun.
Yeah.
That's what you like to see.
It's
you know,
it's fucking -10, and it's
they're
full,
fucking throwing snowballs at the fucking
sold
football
out
players. I love that. I don't know.
Overall, though, I think football has the best fans in general. I mean, soccer's always like soccer. No one's ever gonna catch up to them. Like those international games, like
Yeah.
no one's ever gonna be there.
And for baseball, I'm gonna go first. Padres #1, Dodgers #2, and give me Phillies at #3.
I don't really know, but I do know that Phillies. Like I remember a couple of years ago, I was
Do the
watching
Royals
a game,
have a good crowd?
and the Phillies have a great fan base, dude.
Yeah, they do.
But like I said,
Padres
no one's
is,
ever
like,
gonna catch up to the soccer
Packed
team.
out, and it's yellow, and we're all waving our little towel.
But
Like
when you're
this.
there in the crowd, nothing is better in life. Like you
Yeah.
feel, it's like this feeling, you know. I don't know. I've been to a lot of Chiefs games, and
If the Padres win the World Series, y'all are hearing it right fucking now. Whenever the Padres win the World Series and I'm alive, I'm getting a one-way ticket to San Diego to go see them and celebrate downtown.
you're
I probably won't be able to afford a ticket to go get in, but I'll go down there.
wait,
to
if they
go
win the
watch.
World Series and you want to watch a parade, I mean,
Yeah, like go to the parade.
it
Yeah,
doesn't cost to go to the parade.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Because I can't
and you gotta
afford
get
to go watch
a
it.
championship flag like mine and put it behind you
For real.
so that we can or put it next to that one.
We gotta make it there
But,
first, though. We gotta
yeah.
get right. We gotta get right, get our injuries right, and get everything going.
There's nothing like a parade, dude. There's nothing like it, man. I mean, I don't know how baseball parades work, but yeah, it's just like you feel so happy for the team. The whole city's out. Like no one works on that day. Like no businesses are open. It sucks that it's on the weekday, but yeah. I hope you get to experience that joy, you know, because
For real, I
as
hope
big
so
of a
too.
Chiefs fan as I am, you're equally as big of a Padres fan.
Yeah.
So, and I know how much
Even
you
if we
love the
don't
Padres.
win-
Like, there's not a lot of baseball fans that are willing to watch every single game of a 180 game schedule.
Even if we don't win a chip in my lifetime, I'm still gonna die a Padres fan. Even though it sucks, you know, like you wanting your team to win so
Luka.
bad.
Down.
But like, I would still be a fan. You know what I mean? Like, cause I just love that team.
Can we talk about UFC for a minute? Just
Okay,
a
okay.
quick 5 minutes, because there's been a lot of like announcements.
Okay.
Let's talk about a few, because we have Islam Makhachev is moving up. He's actually, I didn't know, he's vacating his belt, which means it's kind of what Islam. It kind of seems like he's running away from Ilya, doesn't it? Because Ilya vacates his belt and moves up to Islam's weight class, and then Islam does the same thing and moves up. So they just announced Charles versus Ilya, and you're a big Ilya fan. You think
Yes.
that's an easy, like,
I like Spain
you think that's an easy win for him or what?
versus Makachev.
I feel like the natural UFC fan base says that like is Ilya should win that.
Hopefully. I think to me, I'm not really too familiar with Makachev's game.
No, he's fighting. Did I say Makhachev? I meant
Yeah.
Charles Oliveira. That's what I meant.
Oh, I've seen Charles Oliveira, but he's more like wrestler kind of guy.
He can do both, but
I feel like Ilya is just better at like hitting though. So I feel like if Ilya can avoid getting on the ground and actually like getting in some punches, I think Charles is gonna be in danger zone.
yeah.
But I think if Charles can get Ilya down
But
and Ilya fucks up, then because I've never seen him wrestle.
we've never seen Ilya wrestle, but according to Ilya, he is a great wrestler, and I don't blame him. Like the dude has so much confidence, bro. Like, dude beat Alex Volkanovski in fucking. Oh, that's his only win, I guess. His last like big win, but I agree though. Like, that's what Charles is kind of known for. He had the wrestling, the submissions, but either way, even if he takes Ilya to the ground, I think that Ilya is good enough on the ground to win. I think Ilya wins.
Yeah.
I think he wins.
Yeah. I think if
He's
Ilya
younger?
gets down on the ground, I think Charles wins.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll see.
I think, in my opinion, Charles Oliveira is more comfortable on the ground.
I have never seen Ilya on the ground wrestle.
Yeah, me either. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, obviously he's gonna say he's good. Like he's not gonna be like, I'm kind of bad at it. You know, I'm working. Like,
yeah.
You know, he's not gonna say that. Obviously, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm the fucking best. But you know, once you get in the ring, you know, you'll really get to see how everything.
But you have to
out.
actually get him to the ground. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
You think getting someone to the ground is easy, but like getting someone to the ground, like we fucking wrestled and like it's hard to get you to the ground.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I think Ilya wins.
It's
and
hard.
Then they announced Hamzat, which I don't think you're too familiar with him, but he's been good for a while. He's a crazy guy. Versus DDP. We don't have to talk about that one because I don't think you're too familiar with either of those guys. And then they announced Islam versus Jack, and I don't think you're too familiar with those guys either. But still waiting on John and Tom, which Dana said is gonna happen.
That'll be good.
It's gonna happen. Hopefully this year. This year.
Hell
That's the biggest fight to be made.
Because after that, John Jones will probably retire, and that'll answer a lot of questions if he's like... I think he's for sure the GOAT, you know what I mean? But, like, this will, like, make it either better for him or kind of, like, a little stain on his title, you know? So it'll be interesting to see if he can defend his title and just...
I pick him to win.
I pick him to win, too.
You can't bet against the GOAT. It's like betting against Tom Brady. It's like betting against the best, you know? It's like... Tom is great, you know? But John is greater, you know?
I think he's greater, too. I think he's tougher. I think he's meatier, and I think he
meatier?
Meatier, like bigger.
Yeah. Tom's pretty big, too, though.
Even though they're the same weight, they just like, it's funny because they're all around the same weight class, so it's like, these guys, when they do their weigh-in,
so crazy,
they weigh right around the same size, but they look completely different. Like, some of them could be 140 pounds and look skinny like bones, and some of them be 140 pounds and they look muscular, like buff as hell. So it's like insane, like how weight can just be different on different bodies.
Some of those guys that gain 20 pounds from weigh-in to the actual fight.
Wow.
Like they put on 20 pounds.
Yeah. See, that would
I've never understood like weight cutting, but I guess it's like a way of cheating almost. Why? Because the guys that are in the 155 pound division, they're not 155 pounds. They're 170, and then they just cut weight a couple weeks before to get to that weight. Do their weigh-in so that like they're confirmed, and then they just go back to normal weight. So so the point is you want to be bigger than the guy you're facing.
There's no way they gain 20 pounds in like overnight.
No,
because the fight is usually the next day.
Some guys do, but most gain like.
I've never heard of anyone gaining 20 pounds in a day.
Have you been to Chick-fil-A? Have you been to
okay, but that
Texas
doesn't
Roadhouse?
gain you 20 pounds, Jaden.
But when you're so dehydrated and so starved, that food's gonna come on you like easy. Like it's gonna. I don't know about 20 pounds. Maybe that was too much.
Yeah, I think that's too much.
But 10, 15 pounds for sure.
I don't know about 15 pounds. I could see up to 10 pounds.
But
it also depends how much you fucking eat, because you are hungry and you're thirsty and all that. But once you do all that, like you're gonna be like, oh, I'm full. Like I can't eat anymore. So now you're going from one extreme to another extreme. It's like you eat so much, you're gonna throw your body in shock.
Really?
Yeah. Did you ever watch Fousey Tube do the water detox thing? Where it was a water fast. He did a water fast where he only drank water for 30 days. No food.
Really?
Only water. And I think
that seems like.
And I think bone broth for like food. Okay, he did it for 30 days. He lost like so much weight. And he was like ready to go back to eating food, and he said that you can't jump right into eating food right away, because if you do that, it's going to send your body into shock, because you have gone so long without eating and like actual food that your body's going to like just go into shock.
Did he do that last year?
He did that this year.
I remember he lost a ton of weight, like did like a body transformation.
Yeah.
I didn't know he did that though.
Yeah, he did a water fast, and then he just like...
Dude, he's so entertaining.
Yeah, he went to like... I saw another video, like, he went to, like, Costco to get his, like, cheat meal. And, like, he got, like, 4 pizzas and, like, a fucking chocolate shake and all this. He got all this food, right? And he's like, this is my usual, like, you know, like, cheat meal that I would eat. And then he only ate, like, a slice of pizza. Like, he couldn't eat all of it anymore.
Dude.
Because he lost so much
like, people
weight.
that do, like, the fast for, like, 30 to 60, 90 days, like, I didn't know that was even possible. Just water?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't seem fun at all.
No.
I've done a 12-hour fast.
I will say, though, he lost a lot of weight. Like, he looks great. So, like, it's...
But starving yourself is not the best way to go, you know?
Well,
you're basically starving yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
He could have died. 30 days, dude? He was probably hallucinating and shit.
No.
Because you're supposed to shit like a certain amount of time.
There was like other things he was allowed to drink, but it was just like water, bone broth, and like electrolytes, I think. Like it's just like very like just everything was liquid. I don't know. I'll show you later, but it was insane. Like he looks great, and like now he's back to eating normal food.
He's back to eating.
Like yeah.
Back to eating and being a normal human.
Pretty much. But yeah, like he was just always, and he would still work out, okay, while doing this water fast. He said like the first week was like the hardest week of his life. Like it was like, but then after that, he said it got easier.
I feel like that's like torturing yourself.
That's like
right.
That's like Ramadan.
I would
like,
never do that, bro. Never do that. Yeah. I don't care. I'll just.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
Do a caloric deficit. You know what I mean? Bro, he's so funny. I seen a video of him in his Tesla when he was like, do you remember when he was like streaming like every day? Like he was like an IRL streamer. Like he would go about his day and stream.
The one where he was wearing that champion jersey.
And he also like no, this was like last year, a couple years ago. But he was like clearly on, like, I don't know, something was wrong with him. Right.
Oh,
he would go into like manic episodes and shit out of nowhere and like just start going crazy and crashing out.
Yeah, because like one kid asked
him,
like,
anyways,
yo, can I get a picture with you? And he was like, dude, you don't just come up to people and ask for pictures. That's so rude and disrespectful. And like the kid's just standing there like, I just wanted a picture because you're cool, you know? And like he's just going on about.
Yeah, he would do that a lot.
Yeah.
Like like just snap out of nowhere.
Yeah, and he was like, just get out of here. Like, just go away. And the kid was like, okay. Like, I felt so
He got pulled over with his girlfriend or something in the car in his Tesla. And he started acting gay and he got out of the ticket. Because he made it sound so realistic too.
I feel like he is kind of zesty.
Yeah, he already is zesty, but when he adds onto it, it's like pretty fucking real. Like it sounds so.
It's kind of hard to like think that he has a girl just because like he's. I don't know. I've always thought he was kind of zest.
He's one of like the original YouTubers.
Yeah.
Like he was like one of the first ones to like.
I remember I used to watch him. He's always like been about transforming his body. Like he goes through episodes where he would be like fat, gets fit. Yeah.
It's like
gets back to fat.
It's like Patty Pimlet.
And then he gets fit. And it's crazy because it just goes to show that, like, you know, you can get big and undo that. You know what I mean? And then, like, you know, it's cool to watch, though.
I've kind of not been dieting lately at all. Though. Yeah, they're fake.
I wish I had that.
Veneers?
I would get veneers.
If I had who wouldn't? Anyone would.
If I had the money, why not?
But when you have an
only thing
like
is
when someone has an ugly
too fake.
When someone has an ugly face and veneers, it looks bad.
Maybe I would get
you know what I mean?
Braces and like so that my teeth can get straightened, and then maybe I would get them like shaved down so they're even and then whitened. But like I don't think I would get veneers actually because they're too fake. Like then I smile and like
they're too white, you know?
Yeah, like they don't look real. Yeah. Like I want it to look a little bit like natural, like you just have naturally good teeth.
But that's when you know. But any type of plastic surgery, like you want to look a little natural. Some people don't care though, dude.
Some people.
They get like.
To each their own. If it's your money, do what you want.
Or they get a sugar daddy, or sugar mommy.
That's on them. Do what they want, bro. If that's what they want, that's their life. I'm happy for them. Cause I wish I had a sugar daddy.
That's Luca.
You gonna pick from a BBL?
We're currently looking for someone if they want a cat. We're currently looking for someone to give them to. So hit us up in the DMs.
This is serious too. We're not joking. Like we actually do because under certain circumstances, we just are no longer to have him.
Well, we can just be honest. Like
my dad and my brother are allergic to cats, and so we can't have
I was
Leo
gonna make
around.
a joke, but
And so if you know anybody or you yourself want a cat, he's really sweet. He's a boy.
yeah.
He's about 8-9 months old.
And he has a habit of jumping off tall buildings and
Tall
clawing
things.
your back hairs and
He's very sweet. He
squeezing
likes
inside
to
your
curl
butt.
in your lap. What? He likes to curl in your lap. Obviously, he's potty trained. He eats.
Anyways, hit us up in the DMs.
Yeah, he's a sweet cat.
We're trying to get rid of him as soon. Like I just can't stand the guy anymore. I just
think we're
I'm
not.
joking. You're not catching on though.
I just think it'll be better if hopefully it's somebody that is watching this is somebody that we know who would like him, because we would like to also keep a little updates on him, just how he's doing. We want to make sure that he's going to a safe and loved home. So, but yeah, just reach out in the comments or message or whatever. I don't know.
We do charge a hefty amount. It's only a couple grand, but
Yeah, only
he's a one of one.
he's the only orange cat that's a tiger.
We frosted tipped his toenails like this with gold, the gold frosted tips. So
That's why he's called Frosted
each
Flakes.
nail costed us $2,000. So
His dad
we're not
actually the Frosted Flakes tiger.
we're not
Tony the
yeah,
tiger.
We're not. This is not a cheap cat. So if you got the money, we're currently looking for buyers. Put them on a Facebook Marketplace, eBay.
Yeah.
We have Cash App, Zelle, Venmo,
I don't have
Apple
some.
Pay. I don't either, but we'll take it. We'll take Zelle payments. No, seriously though, yeah, I was kind of joking around. She did most of the serious stuff. Like we actually are trying to get rid of him. Anything else, Andrea?
We're not in a
anything
rush
else?
right now. We have time, but preferably as soon as possible, just so we can start getting acclimated and he can start getting acclimated in his new home. And we also have just a bunch of stuff that obviously we have for the cat that we would also give you, like just his stuff. So just reach out, please.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Anything? You got anything like any interesting things that happened lately? Or I'm in a weird spot right now where like I'm not on a diet. I'm not on like a weight loss journey or anything, but like, cause I'm trying to I'm back into drinking every weekend again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being a little vulnerable right here, but
He's an alcoholic.
it's like I went through that phase where like I didn't drink alcohol. Like I was eating yogurt bowls and fucking fruit and vegetables every day and meat for dinner with rice. And like, that's great. I felt great, but like when I don't eat like shit every meal, but like when you eat when you're less strict on your diet and you're drinking out, it's just more fun, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like it's just more fun. Like I enjoy it more.
Yeah.
So I'm in a weird spot where like I do want to like lose a little bit of weight, right? But I don't want to give away the alcohol and I don't want to give away the cake that we just had last night and the fucking chips. So what do I do, man? What do I do?
You just continue working out.
I'm not gonna see results if I keep
Like,
drinking.
I mean, if you keep eating like that during the week, like it's probably bad. But like if you just do
during
it
the
on
week, I eat
weekends,
good. It's just the weekends.
then that's fine. Should be fine
Yeah.
for the summer, unless
Shout out my dad though. He I don't know if he's watching. He lost like 20 pounds. Wasn't Ozempic, surprisingly, but he wasn't funny. No.
he's messed up. He makes fun of people who are
Bro,
on Ozempic. So if
Sometimes
you're-
I'll be like thinking like my jokes are so funny that I look over to see if she's laughing and she has like the straightest face.
bro, he airballs like 20 times a day with these jokes.
Do you think I have like an ego that like thinks I'm so funny when I'm really I'm not?
Maybe.
Because I feel like I'm like a 6 out of 10 on the funny ranking, but like I feel like to you I'm like not funny at all. How do you think that you're funny? Like out of 10 you're a 0? Really? You're not a 0.
I'm not funny at all, bro.
You're funny. No?
No. Yeah, no.
So that Ozempic joke wasn't funny?
Fuck no. Don't ever say that dumb shit ever again.
It was about my dad. It wasn't even anything to do with you.
Who said it had anything to do with me? I
You're
just
getting
said don't say the
offended.
dumb shit again.
All right. So shout out him though. Looks great. Yeah. Summer's coming up. I'm doing another 5K soon. You know that?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that?
What? No.
No.
5K again?
Yeah, this is my third 5K, and
Oh, that
after this, I'm
sucks.
doing a half marathon. So,
That sounds miserable. Good luck to you.
are you proud of me?
I mean, a 5K is like, I did that, so it's like, it's like, okay,
And she
good job.
beat me, guys. She actually beat me in the 5K. I don't know how that happened, but
It's like, good job. But a half marathon, oh my lord, bruh.
like
That
you'd be
sounds-
proud of me.
Oh, yeah, like, props to you. Like, because me, bro, I could barely do the 5K. A half marathon would feel, number one, like an eternity for me, because I hate running. And number two, I don't even know what I would want to do. Like, would I listen to podcasts?
Oh.
Like, I get bored, like music. Do I look at stuff? Do I talk to people? Like, what the fuck do I do for the next 2 hours or however long it fucking takes?
So your only worry is like, what would you do?
No, I'm just saying, like, my first worry would be, number one, I can't even fucking breathe. I have asthma terribly, so.
Wait, you have a helmet on with the inhaler and the dangling down in case you need it.
Bruh. No, like, my first, like, actually, it would be just, like, I would just get so tired, like, gassed out, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be able to last the whole thing. Like, walking-wise, I would probably walk a lot, rather than actually run and jog, like. Because that one is not really, like, sprinting. It's more like you want to jog. You want to pace yourself because you got a long journey ahead. So you probably, like, alternate. You probably, like, run. Or you probably jog. And then you probably, like, walk at some point to, like, cool off a little bit. Or, like, catch your breath a bit.
I'm gonna try
Maybe,
to convince you to do it.
Maybe, like, jog again. And then maybe, like, sprint at the end so you can try to get, like, your time up or something.
I
don't know.
think as humans we're supposed to do hard things.
Not me, though. Not for this one.
Like
This is not my hard thing. That I'm
like
gonna
you're
do.
supposed to. No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general, like humans as a whole, like you're not supposed to go through life without any challenges. Like genetically, since the beginning of time, there's always
Who
been.
doesn't go through challenges? I've never
Well, there's
met.
people that don't like to get out of their comfort zone. That like.
But that doesn't mean you don't face challenges in life.
I mean, like a hard thing though.
Okay, like what if you don't like getting out of your comfort zone, but then like you get fired from your job, so now you have no income.
That's not. I mean, no. I mean, like like a 5K
Like,
is like a
that's
hard
something hard.
like a hard challenge. You
like
know?
you mean somebody challenging themselves.
Yeah, like physically, like a physical challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly physical stuff.
Mm.
I just think you're supposed to.
Mm.
It teaches you a lesson. You know.
Yeah, I think yes and no. I think it also depends on who you are.
It is true. I think the way my mind works, and my brain, and my just everything. I feel like.
Like obviously
Like
for
I'm-
you it makes sense,
Like, when
but if like I'm seeing somebody who's like they're more introverted, like you know what I mean, like they like to read and shit, like I don't see them like going for a physical thing. I don't know.
Like when I'm training for these, like I'm so motivated during the training, and like I'm just so happy in the moment because like I have like a goal, you know.
Like how do you get happy with running though? Like it's so.
You've always asked me this.
appealing.
I don't know how to answer it.
I've always wondered, like, truly, like, this, like, has always been the thing for me. Like, I can run when playing, like, sports, like softball, soccer, basketball, and I love it, and I will give it my all. But when I have to run just to run, I cannot find, like, peace at it. Like, I don't find happiness in it. It's, like, so fucking boring. Like, it's so lame to me, number one. Number two, I think maybe I have, like, low-key, like, ADHD or something. Like, I just get so bored. Like, I need to constantly have my mind, like...
Do you think for you it's like you're bored, or you think it's hard for you? Or both?
I mean, a lot of things have been hard for me. Like, I was never, like, good at everything I did at sports. Like,
Yeah.
when I play basketball, I just feel like there's just so much to focus on that I don't focus on the running, and that's so fun to me. You have an earpiece, you know, you put in your music here, right? So you have your headphones, you're playing with a group of people, so you guys are playing like, you know, you want to try, so you're playing like a game. You know, you got to worry about passing, where you're standing, running up court, trying to get blocks, trying to get steals, trying to play good defense. Now you're on offense, you try to slow down the game, try to pass it around. Like, you know, there's so much to think about than just, look at that bird. Like, I don't know.
It's interesting. It's interesting. It's an interesting point because, I mean, you've done hard things in your life. You've done the 75-day challenge, you know, like,
Yeah.
you're just not a fan of, your mind has to be stimulated, and like running doesn't do it for you. And I've told you before about runner's high, and you've been like, what is that? Like, you've never, and I've gotten it before.
I don't think I will ever.
And a lot of people, a lot of runners, they get it. And I think, I mean, every runner probably likes it for different reasons, you know?
No.
I like tracking my like, I'm constantly looking and seeing how fast I'm like, I almost look at it as a game, you know, because you can see the numbers, you can see how fast you're going, you see how much you got left. You're doing a workout, like, you're outside, you're surrounded by grass, trees, the environment, you know. I think that's probably a big one, because you're seeing, unless you're running on like a straight path with nothing on side, like you're running through the city and you're seeing shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's an experiment. And then, like, also like the euphoria of the runner's high. I don't get it every time, but sometimes I get it, and it's addicting, you know. It's like, I mean, you know what that feeling's like, you know. You ever have like a euphoric, maybe for you it's like driving with the windows down if it's a beautiful day out and you're like going home, got the best song on in your rotation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like, and also like just being able to say that I did it, you know. Oh, I did a 5K this weekend, you know. It's kind of a flex. That's not why I do it, but I like challenging myself, you know. And it helps my training and helps me get in shape, and it's a lot of different reasons, you know.
Yeah.
But I think you did it. You did the 5K. You know how it is. That day was rough, though, with how windy and cold it was. But you did it, though. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
We got a participation medal. We hung it up on our fucking fridge.
I didn't get a medal.
But this will be my third one, and it's gonna be an Adventureland, baby. I'm gonna run straight from that 5K onto the Dragon, buddy. I'm gonna be on those roller coasters, living my best life.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? I guess there's some new rides too.
That's sick.
What do you think you got planned this summer?
Yeah.
Besides our trip?
A lot of things. I mean, might go to Kansas City soon. Baseball games at the Iowa Cub Stadium. Probably nights out with us.
There's just like nothing like the summertime, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it almost feels like you were living a different life than the winter.
Probably go to Adventureland at some point. Probably go to the fair.
Kind of the same old stuff that we always do, huh?
Yeah. Just
We should go camping too.
Oh yeah, camping would be fun.
There's always things that like we say, oh, we for sure gotta do, and then like just shit
But
pops up,
so
and like
much stuff to do. Like, we have a lot of parties actually. Like, soon, like, we got graduations coming up.
my birthday.
We got his birthday.
Let's go.
My brother's like baseball games, has like baseball games every weekend up until July. My parents, like, they're gonna baptize my little cousin, so they have that baptism. Both of Junior's birthday. Junior and Junior's birthday. My Uncle Junior and Baby Junior.
And that's one thing about like a Mexican family is like they throw parties for every single birthday.
And for everything. Like, we threw a party for Alex's confirmation. Like, a lot of people don't do
Like,
that.
is it a Mexican thing or is it just your family? Like, because
No, it's definitely
growing up in my family,
anytime Mexicans have an excuse to drink, they're gonna use it.
I
That's
don't.
the main priority.
Yeah. Well, your family doesn't drink that much, so it's not even just that, you know. I think it's just being together and eating food, you know.
Yeah, being together.
Like growing up, like
I think it depends on the severity
Damn.
of the party too. Cause sometimes, like, if it's a big ass party, like it was my my uncle's wedding and my grandparents' wedding. Like, that was a big party. Everybody was drinking. I got drunk as hell. But, like, if it's, like, just a gathering, like, where we eat food and, like, we're just celebrating something, like, nobody's gonna drink like crazy. Because that's just embarrassing, bro. Like, don't act like you've never drank before.
Yeah, I just... Well, I don't know where I was going with that.
I gotta use the bathroom.
But there's... We'll wrap this up right now. I got a few more stories to tell, and then it might take a couple hours, but I'll let you go. Here soon. Anyway. Damn, we do have a lot of parties, though, huh?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Are you gonna throw a surprise party for me?
Should I? We'll see how nice of a boyfriend he is
a surprise. It wouldn't be a surprise if he told me, huh?
Yeah, we'll see how nice of a boyfriend he's gonna be. The good thing is that, you're taking that Friday off, huh? That sucks because I can't even prep anything. I'm gonna make you leave the house.
I'm not taking that Friday off.
You're not? Oh, thank goodness.
I tried, but they declined it.
Oh yeah, that kind of works out nice. I can actually do stuff. Yeah, because I've been asking him. I already know what he wants for his birthday. I'm not gonna say because I don't want anybody else to buy it for him. And yeah.
All right, well, that should be it for this one. Episode 30-something.
Yeah.
30-something. We got anything coming up? I mean, nothing too... Like I said, my birthday's coming up. We didn't even talk about the NFL schedule coming out, but it's kind of...
It's just
it's kind of crazy to have a whole,
yeah.
thing on TV.
All I know is week 1, Chiefs Chargers in Brazil. That's
I just seen a clip of Kelsey already like, if it's going to be humid, I'm going to be miserable. Because he hates, hot games.
Why?
Because he, sweats a lot and, he just gets tired. And he's kind of older, you know?
Yeah.
I really hope...
then I hope it's fucking
with the
humid.
way that he's been playing the last couple... I really hope he doesn't take another decline and,
worse.
I hope he takes the off-season... I hope he just grinds. I know, it's... Imagine dating one of the most famous women in the world and also trying to train for a hard-ass sport. I don't know. Hopefully he plays better than last year. I think he will. We'll see.
I don't think his dating has anything to do with it. I think it's just more his age.
You don't think it's a distraction, dating Taylor Swift?
No, because a lot of them have girlfriends.
Do you think they live in her house or his house? Or they bought a separate house together?
They probably have their own houses. They probably have, I don't know.
They have their own houses and then they have the one together.
Damn. No. I think they have their own houses and then, they probably have, she probably has a house, in LA or, New York or some shit like that.
Oh.
And then he has his house in Kansas City. So, when she's in Kansas City, she probably stays with him.
They probably have 2 houses each.
Yeah.
Especially because football players, they have a house. They have a house. Yeah, they have a vacation home.
Yeah.
Because especially in Kansas City, it's gonna get cold.
Yeah.
In the off season, you want to go to Florida
Cancun,
or something.
Yeah, or something.
So,
or LA, or yeah.
Must be nice to be rich.
But LA, bro, if you're rich, even if you're rich, it's such a bad investment. Bro. Yeah, the taxes are so bad. Property tax is insane. I would not buy.
Cali, it's been getting worse and worse and worse every year.
If anything, maybe a condo. But even that is
But at the same time, when you're a millionaire, billionaire, they're gonna take all they want. They're gonna take all they want. You're still gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah, me, I would buy a house in Florida, right on the fucking beach.
No, that's gonna get in 100 years. That house is gonna be gone.
That's fine.
You're gonna be dead.
Because I'm gonna be dead too.
Yeah.
So it don't matter.
I think Florida is gonna be the first state that just goes completely underwater.
No,
eventually.
I think it'll be Cali. So San Diego,
really?
LA, all that will sink. Yeah.
Before Florida?
Yeah.
They're gonna sink from a tsunami or something, or just eventually the water's gonna get so high.
Yeah, the water would just get high. Hawaii won't even exist probably.
Hawaii's fucked.
Yeah.
That's somewhere I want to go eventually. Hawaii.
You know who? Oh wait, you weren't there. No, I was gonna say who just went to Hawaii, but it was this guy who worked for Dr. Pepper that my uncle invited to a party a while back, and but you weren't there. You were.
Wait, is he chubby?
No, he's a white kid, really skinny. But him and his girlfriend were there, and he's really, really nice. They're really cool. They're young, a little younger than us, and they live here in Altoona actually. And they were I have them on Snapchat, and they went to Hawaii. and they're like
Really?
playing golf in Hawaii. Like it looks so gorgeous and like just like
Doesn't part of
everything.
you like when you see other people that you know and like posting, or like part of me hates. Just, I don't want to see it.
Really?
I don't want to see it
I like
because
to
it
see
because I'm a jealous type when it comes to that. You know, I want to be there.
No, I don't.
We're here in Altoona, and they're in Hawaii.
No,
You don't
like,
get jealous?
no. I think it's really cool. I like to see that. I like to see like other people go first because I like to see like what it looks like. Especially when like you get people who like just post it how it is. Like they don't try to filter it and shit. Like they just post shit. And like that's how he and his girl are. And so I like that because I get to actually see how Hawaii is. And like they're just like videotaping everything. Like it looks really cool. So I mean, I would love to go to Hawaii, but I heard it's really expensive.
I mean,
And I
it
heard
just
there's
sucks
a
that
lot of homelessness, but
that's crazy.
that's sad.
Why?
I don't know, but
Isn't it the locals that are homeless? Like the
No.
people that actually like were born there and like live there, like
I
they're
don't
homeless
know.
because
Probably.
it's so expensive to live there that
Oh,
they
yeah.
can't even afford to live in their own home.
That's sad. Probably.
All right, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that sub button.
See y'all.
Andrea says that she loves you guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.